Hello my beautiful hammerhead and welcome back to another video. In this video I want to tell you something about the latest Warhammer community article that shows us the new war scrolls for the new edition of Age of Sigmar. So the anatomy of a war scroll in the new edition, I just skimmed over it. Now we're going to look in detail over this article. So the War Scroll has been a mainstay of Warhammer Age of Sigmar since the first day of first edition. They've evolved with each edition, but they're still one of the most recognizable parts of the game. Things have changed once again for the new edition, and these changes tie into the new modularity of the rules. Everything a unit can do is now an ability, and these are clearly labeled, color-coded and symbol-coded to demonstrate exactly which phase of the game each ability is used in. This kinda sounds a lot. This is a mouthful. But okay, the system is the key that unlocks the whole game. Even basic universal actions such as moving and fighting are now shared abilities listed in the core rulebook. While every war scroll has at least one ability unique to them, which help define each unit's battlefield role. What is the asterisk down there? And you guessed it, we'll have more on the rest of the abilities next week. Okay, that's fine. Wait, many new players who heard that model has 10 wounds might assume that it's pretty poor shape rather than fighting it. Okay, I kinda know where this is already going. Okay, where were we? There were we. So, Liberators. Okay, move, health, control, save. Liberators. A Warhammer Grand Hammer. Each model in this unit is armed with a Warhammer. 1 in 5 models can replace their Warhammer with a Grand Hammer. The champion cannot replace their weapon. The passive is Stalwart Defenders. Liberators fiercely guard the lands brought into Sigmar's domain. Add 3 to this unit's control score while it's contesting an objective wholly within friendly territory. Infantry, Champion, Order, Stormcast, Eternals, Warrior, Chamber. Oh, that's interesting. But where are the shields? Or is the shielded Liberator version a different war scroll? Please don't do this. I don't want the Fire Slayer situation where the shields are the Volkite Berserkers with shields are again a different war scroll than the Volkite Berserkers with two-hand weapons. Okay, control is control 1 means a model has a control value of 1. If there is a 2, a unit of 5 counts as 10. If it's control 3, a unit of 5 counts as 15, and so on. So when you are on a mission objective, so even if you have at least one model, you have a control value of 4 with the Liberators, which is great. Health is just the new wound characteristic, which I love that they finally have changed this. Save, pretty clear. The name, pretty clear. Keywords, interesting. Champion, first of all, we already know the champion thingy, that every champion, banner bearer and stuff is now the same. So despite this change to unit abilities, the information contained on a new war scroll is actually mostly very similar to previous iterations. The unit title, for instance, remains entirely the same. No way! While the characteristic emblem still contains 4 stats. Move, health, just the rename, save, control, which I already explained. Yeah, likewise, the keywords banner at the bottom remains the same, though important gameplay keywords has been moved onto their own line at the top for easy reference. Oh yeah, the champion stuff. The infantry and champion, and the rest is for the unit. That's fine. I like that. Where were we? Here were we. Weapons have seen a few subtle changes, but they still function in more or less the same way. In melee, 5 key attributes function as before: attack, hit, wound, rend, and damage, though they've all been carefully rebalanced for the new edition to better reflect each unit's miniatures, lore, and battlefield role. Liberators hit hard for basic troops, especially given their crit mortal ability, one of 7 universal weapon abilities. I have thoughts about this. It has a simple effect on an unmodified 6 to hit counts as a critical hit, and this ability turns critical hits into mortal damage. Also a nice name change. However, missile weapons still have a range, albeit generally reduced. Every model can now fight within a 3-inch combat range in melee. We already knew that. It's a simple change, but one that will streamline pylons and combat resolution. I agree. Finally, there are redesigned abilities. Our Liberators have fairly easy one. Stalwart Defenders, which helps them control your closest objectives. It's purple, which marks it out as an end of turn ability, while this circle symbol makes it a control ability. Passive ensures that it happens automatically. Each phase and ability type has its own color and symbol, making it incredibly easy to see when you use them. That doesn't sound easy right now. Wait, purple. They mean that. End of the turn. Okay, because it's that. Where is the circle symbol? Oh, it's just this. Okay. This is the circle symbol. Okay. Circle symbol makes it out as a control ability. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I could have just watched the legend down here. And what was it? Passive. Okay, yeah, passive is self-explanatory. Okay, I like this. I just was confused with the circle ability, and I did not pay attention to the color, even though I read it right now. This is a thing that might be confusing in the beginning, but after the first couple of days, basically, this is already ingrained in our thought process. Maybe not that we know it by heart, but we know what to do and what things happen. Well, that's a fairly simple war scroll. How does a complex one look? Say, one belonging to a god. Oziak Bone Reaper's war scroll, interesting. Nagash, Supreme Lord of the Undead. But that also might be just in Nighthorns, it's Nighthaunt War Scroll, Nagash, Soulblight Gravelords, War Scroll, Nagash, Flesh Eater Courts, War Scroll, Nagash. So I don't think this is only for the Oziarchs. Move 10, Health 18, Save 3, Control 10. Alakanash, the Staff, and Zephet Neptar, the Sword. Okay, I don't care about how he hits and stuff like that. Passive is battle damaged, it's black. What does black mean? Start of the turn. While this unit has 10 or more damage points, I like that. Subtract 3 from power level. What is a power level? Okay, maybe it will say somewhere here. Staff of Power. Wait, we have... This is end of the turn? The purple one, what is gold? Gold is Hero Phase. Okay, Hero Phase. Staff of Power. It's a passive, add 2 to casting roll for this unit while it has no miscast any spells this turn. If this unit miscasts a spell, ignore the restriction that would stop this unit from casting any more spells this turn. Nice. I like that. This is a great change for Nagash. Then once per battle, your hero phase, Supreme Lord of the Undead. Declare. That's a declare effect thing. They mentioned it a couple of articles back. Pick a friendly non-hero, non-unique death unit that has been destroyed to be the target. So Mortec Guard in this instant. Set up a replacement unit identical to the target, wholly within 12 inch of this unit and more than 9 inch from all enemy units. That's great. I like that. It sounds good, at least. Also with the spells, this just says that as soon as you miscast, it's like right now you can't cast anymore. Your hero phase, we're gonna just go with start, hero phase, end. Invocation of Nagash. Declare. This unit can cast this spell more than once per phase. Pick a visible unit wholly within 18 inches of this unit that has not been picked to be the target of this spell. this turn to be the target, then make a casting roll of d6. So every unit can just be targeted once. And I guess this is the casting value. So you need a 7. With the passive of the staff, it's a 5 if you haven't miscast. If the target is an enemy unit, inflict d3 mortal damage on it. So a mortal wound, mortal damage bomb right now. If the target is a friendly death unit, pick one of the following effects. Return a number of slain models to the target unit with a combined health characteristic up to 3. Okay, nothing changed there, but the other effect, so pick resurrect, or the target has a ward of 5+ until the start of your next turn. Keyword spells. Keyword rampage. Wow, okay. Hand of Dust once per turn, end of any turn. Oh, so, oh, 2 times per round. Okay, declare. Pick a visible enemy hero or monster in combat with this unit to be the target. Effect: hide a dice in one of your hands or under one of 2 appropriate containers. Your opponent must pick one of your hands or containers. If they pick the one hiding the dice, this ability has no effect. If they pick the empty one, the target is automatically destroyed. So every round you get to destroy one enemy model. Because of the 50-50 chance. I'm just saying that at least there is something happening there. So keywords, we have War Master. Well, is Rampage gonna be USR, Universal Special Rule? But yeah, War Master, unique hero, monster, wizards 9. So I guess 9 casts? Because this might be the casting value. Fly, ward of 5+, death, Osiak Bone Reapers. Okay, fairly forward. Even though it belongs to the literal god of death, Nagash's war scroll, like everyone else's, fits on one side of a card. He has several decisive abilities which affect the game in 3 separate phases. The Staff of Power is a passive buff which greatly improves his spellcasting power during the hero phase, while Supreme Lord of the Undead is an incredibly powerful once per battle ability that can turn the tide of a conflict. His signature spell is Invocation of Nagash, a flexible conjuration that can restore models, shield them from incoming damage, or deal damage to the opposition. Finally, Hand of Dust may be used in your turn or your opponent's. This is an example of a new look Rampage. Okay, the vast majority of monsters now have a unique ability called out on their war scroll. You'll notice that various universal special rules such as Wizard, Fly and Ward appear in the keyword bar and have been standardized in the core rules. I like that. As you'd imagine, there's a huge scope of war scrolls which sit between humble soldiers and literal gods, but they all fit into the same space and they all function exactly the same. We'll have more, okay, next week, because it's Friday. Wait, where is the 2 asterisks? Did I miss that somewhere? Because right now in 3rd edition, the sweet spot for a hero is 9 wounds, because he can still hide between his own infantry units. Everything after 10 wounds is just like shoot to kill, because there is no lookout sir rules. Oh yeah, here, current wound stat changed for sense purposes. Okay, because I skipped it. I'm sorry, it's my fault. Many newer players who hear that a model has 10 wounds might assume that it's in a pretty poor shape rather than fighting fit. Yes, exactly that. Okay, I like that. I like the design. There is no explanation for power levels. What is a power level? That is something that I kind of want to know, because it's a passive battle damaged ability for monsters, I presume. With all of this, I don't want to presume, because you want to tell us about the Warscroll, and there are two things here I don't know what they are. It's the power level and this. The keywords, I can wait for that because Ward of 5+ is fairly forward for us. It's just the aftermath save, let me call it like this. And Wizards 9 probably means you can cast 9 times a round. Yeah, okay. My thoughts, I have something right here, is 1 of 7 universal weapon abilities. What does this mean for universal special rules? Do we have more than 20? Because we have now 7 universal weapon rules, and we have at least the champion rule, which is already 8, and I want my cap to be at 18, 19 universal special rules, or like I like to say, the USR, Universal Special Rule. Okay, all in all, I like this change. It looks good. Don't be dismayed by my demeanor right now. I had a very long day and my cat is sick. And I don't know what she has. I don't know. Not a topic for now. We can talk about it in the live stream if you want, but yeah, okay. As I've said, I like this. It looks good. Still a couple of questions are out in the open, but I can live with that right now because there are more pressing matters on our hands, especially after yesterday with the Beasts of Chaos and Bone Splitters. It still hurts. I'm sorry. But yeah, what are your thoughts on the new Warscroll? Are you pleased with it? Would you change something? Or do you think it's great because everything is just look at it and you know what happens? Because that, as of right now, is my feeling with the 2 Warscrolls we have seen. But yeah, please leave your thoughts and questions in the comment section down below. I am keen to know what you have to say. And while you're down there, please remember to do all the YouTube stuff, because hitting buttons is not only fun. Why? Because that way we can build a bigger community and talk more Warhammer almost every day. Until then, have a great day, my friend. Stay fantastic, stay hydrated, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, bye, bye.